So this is U1 standard console one. I'm going to handle microprocessor and the microcontroller. Okay. So in this video, we are going to see the basis of microprocessor and microcontroller and the history of microprocessor. Okay. So let us see into the video.
U.com.
Okay, welcome students. So this is a first introduction class. Okay. So in this video we are going to see the basis and introduction of microprocessor and microcontroller. Okay. So I am Yuvan from ECE department. So I am going to handle the microprocessor and the microcontroller to you. Okay, right. So the subject code is EC8691. The subject name is microprocessor and microcontroller. Okay, right. So first so we are going to see that is microprocessor. What is microprocessor? Okay. Microprocessor in short we can call it as mu p. Okay, mu p. Okay, that is in short form. So that is in the brain of the computer that has been implemented on one semiconductor chip. Okay, so that is the brain of the computer. Okay, see, consider our human body, brain we are having. Okay, right. So the brain control everything. The brain process everything. Okay, right. So we are thinking, we are doing, we are planning. Okay, we are calculating, we are studying. Okay, so every action is controlled by the brain of the human body. Okay, consider if the brain is dead, what will happen? Brain dead means, ஸோ அந்த பேஷண்ட்ஸ் அந்த ஹியூமன் வந்து உயிரோடு இருப்பாங்க, அவங்களுக்கு ஹார்ட் வந்து நார்மலாக இருக்கும், எல்லா உறுப்புகளும் நார்மலாக ஒர்க் ஆகும். ஆனால் பிரெயின் டெட்டானால் எப்படி இருப்பாங்க? ஸோ தட் இஸ் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் ஈக்குவல் டு டெத். ஓகே, ஸோ அவங்க டெத்தானதுக்கு ஈக்குவலாக இருப்பாங்க. ஸோ அதே போல் தான் ஒரு கம்ப்யூட்டர் அப்படின்னு எடுத்துக்கிட்டிங்கன்னா அதில் வந்து மைக்ரோ ப்ராசஸர் இஸ் அ பிரெயின். மைக்ரோ ப்ராசஸர் ஃபெயிலியர் ஆகிடுச்சுன்னா அந்த கம்ப்யூட்டரால் எதுவுமே பண்ண முடியாது. ஓகே, யூஸ்லெஸ். ஸோ அதனால தான் மதர் போர்டில் வந்து ப்ராசஸர் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, சென்டரில் யூஸ் பண்ணியிருப்பாங்க. ஓகே, ஸோ அந்த ப்ராசஸர் ப்ரெசன்ட் இன் த சென்டர் ஆஃப் த மதர் போர்டு. ஓகே, ஸோ தட் இஸ் ஆக்ட் அஸ் அ பிரெயின் ஆஃப் அ கம்ப்யூட்டர். ஓகே, ரைட். ஸோ இந்த ப்ராசஸர்னால் என்ன? ஓகே, அதுக்கப்புறம் இந்த நேம் ஏன் மைக்ரோ அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்கிறத பார்க்கலாம். ஓகே, ஸோ வாட் இஸ் மைக்ரோ? மைக்ரோ மீன்ஸ் 10⁻⁻6 மைக்ரோ ப்ராசஸர். ஸோ 10⁻⁻6 ப்ராசஸர். ஓகே, ஸோ வாட் இஸ் த பல்ஸ் ரேட் ஆஃப் ஹியூமன் பாடி? ஓகே, ஸோ நம்மளுடைய பல்ஸ் ரேட் என்ன? ஓகே, ரைட். 1 மினிட்டுக்கு 72 beats. Okay, 1 மினிட்டுக்கு 72 beats. Okay, that is our pulse rate, that is our timing. Okay, and the same way the microprocessor pulse rate is megahertz. Okay, right. So hertz is a inverse of time. S means second. Okay, so 10⁻⁻6 seconds. So microprocessor operates in microseconds timing. Okay, but our heartbeat is almost equal to more than 1 second. So ஒரு பீட் வந்து 1 செகண்டுக்கு கொஞ்சம் அதிகமாக எடுத்துக்கும் இல்லையா? ஸோ 60 செகண்ட்ஸுக்கு 72 பீட்ஸ் வருது. ஓகே, ஸோ our heartbeat is almost 1 second, but the heartbeat of microprocessor is 10⁻⁻6 seconds. So it is very high speed processor. Okay, high speed operations. So 1 second we are having 72 beats, but microprocessor 1 second is the range of, that is micro level 10⁻⁻6 So 1 second we can recognize, half second we cannot recognize. ஓகே, ஒரு 0.5 செகண்ட்ஸை நம்மளால் ரெகக்னைஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. ஆனால் மைக்ரோ ப்ராசஸர் கேன் ரெகக்னைஸ் மைக்ரோ செகண்ட்ஸ். ஓகே ரைட், 10⁻⁻6 செகண்ட்ஸ். ஸோ இதனால தான் இதை மைக்ரோ ப்ராசஸர் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம். ஸோ மைக்ரோங்கிறதுக்கு மீனிங் கிளியர் ஆகிடுச்சு. இப்போ ப்ராசஸர், வாட் இஸ் ப்ராசஸர்? What is process? Process means work. Okay, the schedule or the plan. Okay, the processor can do process. Okay, the processor can do work. Okay, it is executing the instructions. Okay, so the processor executing the instructions, that is a microprocessor. Okay, right, the word come from combination of micro and the processor, so it is a microprocessor. Okay, right. So the processor means device that process whatever, that is a binary numbers. Binary means zeros and ones. To process means to manipulate. Okay, to manipulate. It describes all manipulation. Okay, it describes all manipulation. So micro means extremely very small. Micro means extremely very small. Okay, right. So this is the introduction of microprocessor. Okay, the definition. Okay, microprocessor is a programmable device that takes the numbers and perform on the arithmetic and logical operations according to program stored in memory and then produce other number as result. So microprocessor is a programmable device, so we can program the microprocessor. So we can program the microprocessor, we can order the microprocessor what we are like to do. Okay, then during a time of execution it takes some numbers. Okay, that is the inputs, and perform arithmetic and logical operations. Arithmetic means addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Logical operations means that is a and, or, not, nor, XOR, like that. Okay, so it perform arithmetic and logical operations according to the program. So what we are did in program, so according to the program they are executing. Okay, then the result, program result is stored in memory. Okay, and produce the number as a result. Okay, this is the definition of microprocessor. Okay, then this is also another one definition, standard definition. What is microprocessor? Microprocessor is a multi-programmable clock driven register based semiconductor device that is used to fetch, process and execute data within a fraction of seconds. What is fraction of seconds? Fraction means less than 1 second. Okay, less than 1 second. So fraction means 1 divided by something. Okay, that is a fraction. 0.0. Okay, that is a fraction. Microprocessor is a multi-programmable clock driven register based semiconductor device that is used to fetch, process, execute the data. Fetch means take the data, then process the data, then execute the data. Okay, right. So this is a microprocessor. Okay, right. Then applications of microprocessor, where we are using the microprocessor. First one, calculator. In calculator the microprocessor doing arithmetic and logical operations. Accounting system, CAM machines. Then instrumentation means industrial automation system. Then traffic light control, that is one of the microprocessor based device. Multi-user, multifunction environment, military applications, communication system. Okay, so nowadays all the electronic system that is based on microprocessor and microcontroller. Okay, right. So the device fully control the record operations according to some program. Okay, as a software engineer you can develop the program for microprocessor. As a electronics engineer they can develop the hardware. Okay, then both are combined together, that is a one complete system. Okay, that is a one system. Okay, right. Microprocessor history. Okay, so here we are going to see the history of microprocessor. Okay, history of microprocessor. So before seeing the history, we must know the part of the microprocessor. Okay, so the first diagram indicate the socket that is used to hold the microprocessor with motherboard. Okay, then second one is a processor, and different type of processor is here. Okay, so slot processor is looking like a RAM, then processor slot, so we can fix the processor in the slot, then pinless processor. Okay, so this is a different manufacturing types of microprocessor. Okay, right. Then development of Intel microprocessor. Okay, so microprocessor means that is a processor, so it is developed by Intel microchip. Okay, Intel. So Intel developed microprocessor. So other industries also developing or developed many microprocessor and controller, but in our syllabus we are going to study the microprocessor and the microcontroller based on Intel product. Okay, right. So we will see later the syllabus. Okay, right. So first development of Intel microprocessor. Okay, the first microprocessor is 8086. So before this 8086, Intel developed 8085, then 4-bit processor, etc. Okay, best in our syllabus we are going to study about 8086 and 8051. 8051 is a microcontroller, 8086 is a microprocessor. Okay, right. Then 8086 is developed in 1979. Okay, it is developed in 1979, and the upgradation of 8086 is 286, 386, then 486. Okay, right. So 286 is in 1982, 386 developed at 1985, and 486 at 1989. Okay, and next one is a Pentium microprocessor. Pentium means we are currently using Pentium microprocessor in our college lab. Okay, right. So Pentium is very basic processor. Okay, that is developed at 1993. Then Pentium Pro is a higher version of Pentium processor. Then Pentium MMX is the next level of Pentium processor. It is released in 1997. Then Pentium 2 is 1997. Then Pentium Celeron processor 1998. Okay, Pentium Celeron processor is very cheap and fast microprocessor. So the computer based on Celeron processor is very lower weight, smaller size, very low thickness. Okay, so it is smaller size microprocessor. Okay, 1998. Then Pentium 2 Xeon. Okay, 1998. Then Pentium 3 1999. Then Pentium 3 Xeon 1999. Then Pentium 4 2000. Then Pentium 4 that is 2001. So you can check the microprocessor, that is which processor present in our computer. Okay, so right click on my computer and properties and go to properties, then you can see which type of processor used in our computer. So consider in our college we are using Pentium 4 microprocessor in computers. Okay, right. So these are the different development with respect to years. Then generation of processor. So actually the generation of processor is based on that is different bits. Initially they developed a 4-bit microprocessor, but here not shown here. There is a 4-bit microprocessor, that is a first microprocessor. Here 8080, it's a 8-bit microprocessor. What is bit? Bit means number of bit it can process for single data. For example, consider one input. The input is in 8-bit. Okay, so 8-bit means the binary digit is in 8 numbers. Okay, so it accepts only 8 digits or 8 bits. Okay, binary data. So that is a 8-bit. Then the result also 8-bit. So so it can process 8 bits. Okay, similarly 8086 is a 16-bit microprocessor. Okay, the speed is in the range of megahertz. Mega equal to 10 power 6, 1 by mega equal to micro. Okay, that is we are calling microprocessor. Okay, 1 by mega equal to micro. So mega is at 10 for 6, micro is at 10 for minus 6. Okay, so that we are calling as microprocessor. And 8088, that is also 16-bit processor. Okay, so and then speed is 4.5 to 10 megahertz. 80286, 386 and 486. 286 is also 16-bit processor. 386 and 486 is a 32-bit processor. Okay, right? So the version increasing the bit and increasing the speed. Okay, right? The next one, after that the Pentium processor, that is a 32-bit processor. Okay, so all Pentium processor are 32-bit processor. Maximum the range is the speed of the Pentium processor, that is a Pentium 4 Celeron Exxon is in the range of gigahertz. Okay, so megahertz is at 10 power 6, giga means 10 power I think 12. Okay, sorry, 10 power 9. Okay, right. So that is a gigahertz, very high speed processor. Okay, so nowadays our currently we are using laptop and computers, so in that we are using microprocessor that is in the range of mega, not in megahertz, that is in gigahertz range. Okay, so that is gigahertz range. Then after the Pentium processor, that is a titanium processor. Okay, yttrium processor is there. Okay, but we will see. Then this is a first microprocessor developed in 1971. Okay, so microprocessor nothing but IC, that is an integrated circuit, and having a plastic package along with a large number of pins, more number of pins. Okay, that is a microprocessor. Okay, right. So it is a 4-bit microprocessor. Every microprocessor is developed by thousands of transistors. Okay, and different microprocessor developed by thousands of transistors. Okay, so it could execute around 60 instructions per second, 60,000 instructions per second. Okay, so it could execute around 60,000 instructions per second. That is a Intel 404. Okay, 4004 is the first microprocessor. Then 4040 in 1971. Okay, it was also 4-bit microprocessor. Then 8-bit microprocessor. So this is not come under our syllabus, but we must know the basis, the history or basic of microprocessor. Okay, Intel 8008. Okay, right. That is released in 1972. Okay, so this is a first 8-bit microprocessor. Okay, in the speed around 500 kilohertz, and it can execute 50,000 instructions per second. So 50,000 instructions per second. What is instruction? So that is a program lines. Okay, so we know about the C program. In the C program we can say int, integer declaration. Okay, for loop, then while loop. Okay, etc. So similarly, then if you are adding two number means a equal to p plus c, like that. Okay, these are the instructions. This type of instructions is executed within a second. 50,000 instructions executed within a second. That is the speed of the processor. Then 8080. Okay, so it is released in 1974. Okay, it is also 8-bit microprocessor. Its clock speed was 2 MHz. It had 60,000 transistors. Okay, then next one is Intel 8085. So it is a famous microprocessor that is released in 1976. Okay, when I was studying BA, so at the time the syllabus was 8085. Now the syllabus is upgraded to 8086. Okay, but currently our EEE students also studying 8085 microprocessor. Okay, very basic microprocessor, but this microprocessor is not currently using anywhere in applications because it is very slow speed microprocessor. Okay, it's a very slow speed. Okay, right. Then the speed is around 3 megahertz, but currently we are using around gigahertz range. Okay, so the data bus is 8-bit and address bus is 16-bit. Okay, it has 6500 transistor. Okay, so one single transistor means one BN junction. Okay, so similarly it has 6500 transistor. Okay, could execute 7,69,230 instructions per second. So 7 lakhs instructions, 7,69,230 instructions per second. Speed is very high. It could access 64 KB of memory. Okay, it could access 64 KB of memory. Then it had 246 instructions. Yes, 246 instructions. Okay, right. Then 16-bit microprocessor. Okay, 16-bit microprocessor is that is the bitrate data bit is 16-bit. Okay, so here this is a 16-bit microprocessor. Okay, 8086. This is a IC. Okay, so the clock speed is 4.77 megahertz, 8 megahertz and 10 megahertz depending on the version. Okay, so data bus is around 16-bit and address bus is 20-bit. Data bus is 16-bit, address bus is 20-bit. So it has 29,000 transistor in a chip. Okay, it has 29,000 transistor. Could execute 2.5 million instruction per second. Okay, it could execute 2.5 million instruction per second. It could access 1 megabyte of memory. It could access 1 MB of memory. It had 22,000 instructions. Okay, it had 22,000 instruction per second. It can execute 22,000 instruction per second. Sorry, it had 22,000 instructions. Okay, it had a multiply and a divide instruction. So that is an important point here. So in previous microprocessor there is no direct multiplication instruction present. So if you want to do multiplication, we have to do repeated addition. Similarly, if you want to do division, we have to do repeated subtraction. Okay, but this microprocessor has direct multiplication and division instructions. Okay, right. Then so next microprocessor, that is that introduction in 1979. Okay, it was also 16-bit microprocessor. It's created as a cheaper version of 8.86. Okay, it is also 16-bit, 8-bit external bus is present. Okay, then 8018 is 188. Okay, 80188. So that is also 16-bit microprocessor. The clock speed is 6 megahertz. Okay, so 80188 was cheaper version of 80186 with an 8-bit external data bus. So external data bus means we can connect external memory with the microprocessor. So as like in our phone we are using memory card. Okay, that is memory card is act as an external memory. Internal memory means that is present inside the phone. Okay, so similar way the external memory is connected with this processor to store the extra programs. Okay, so this microcontroller developed in square shape. Okay, square shape. Okay, right. Then next one is 80286. Okay, it is introduced in 1982. It was a 16-bit microprocessor. The clock was 8 megahertz. The data bus was, that is a 16-bit, and address bus was 24-bit. It could address 16 MB of memory. Okay, so it could address 16 megabyte. Okay, right. So it had a 1,34,000 transistor. Okay, 1,34,000 transistor inside this chip. Okay, so that is a 286. Then next we want to see 32-bit microprocessor. So 32-bit microprocessor is a 386 is the 32-bit microprocessor. It is developed in 1986. It is developed in 1986. It was first 32-bit microprocessor. So the data bus is 32-bit and address bus is 32-bit. It could address 4 GB of external memory. Okay, so this that is a 386 can address 4 GB of external memory. At the time this is a very highest memory. Nowadays the GB is very lowest memory. We are going in the level of terabytes. Okay, we are cross over the gigabytes. Nowadays we are using terabytes. Okay, right. So it had 2,75,000 transistor, 2,75,000 transistor. Okay, this clock speed is 33 megahertz. Okay, depend on different versions. Okay, then there is a 486. It's also 32-bit, 1.2 million transistor. See, the version increases and the number of transistor per chip is also increases. That is important point. So according to the Moore's law, every decade the number of transistors is double. Okay, every decade the number of transistors is double. So the clock speed varied from 16 megahertz to 100 megahertz. Okay, depending upon the various versions. 8 KB of cache memory was introduced. 8 KB of cache memory was introduced. What is cache memory? Cache memory, that is internal memory that is used to support processor between the external memory and processor. Okay, right. So that is increase the speed of the operations. The next one is Intel Pentium, that is released in 1993. Okay, so it was 32-bit microprocessor. At the time, the Pentium based computer is somewhat costly. Okay, right. So it is original name is 80586, but it is also called as Pentium. Okay, 66 megahertz speed. Okay, 32-bit data bus, 32-bit address bus. Okay, right. So it is a famous microprocessor in Intel. The next one is Pentium Pro. Okay, next improvement version of Pentium, that is introduced in 1995. Okay, it was also 32-bit, 21 million transistor present inside. Okay, it has 8 KB instructions, then 8 KB for data. Cache memory is totally 16 KB cache memory, 8 KB for instruction and 8 KB for data. Then there is a Pentium 2. In 1997 it is released. So 32-bit microprocessor, the clock speed is 233 megahertz to 500 megahertz. Okay, so could execute 33 million instructions per second. Pentium 2 execute million instructions per second, 333 million instructions per second. So how many instructions can be executed by our brain? Okay, our brain is faster than this computer, but we are very lack in practice. So we can calculate, we can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, etc. in smaller number. So if you are having the very larger number, we cannot do the multiplication, division and addition also. But the microprocessor can do any type of number, any type of problems. Okay, any number of mathematical operations. For example, if you want to multiply two 9-digit number, this processor produce a result within a fraction of second. That is important thing. Fraction of second means less than 1 second. Okay, it may be a 0.5 second or 0.001 second, etc. Okay, right. That is the speed of the processor. The next one, okay, that is introduced in 1998. It was 32-bit microprocessor. It was designed for server applications. Okay, so at the time, the server is based on Pentium 2 Xeon processor. Okay, so and the speed is 400 megahertz to 450 megahertz. Then Pentium 3, that is introduced in 1999. So most of the computer is Pentium 3 processor. Computer is based on Pentium 3 processor. It was also 32-bit microprocessor. The clock speed is varied from 500 megahertz to 1.4 gigahertz. It has 9.5 million transistors inside the chip. Okay, 9.5 million transistor inside the chip. Okay, that is a Pentium 3 microprocessor. Then Pentium 4 is the next level of microprocessor. Most of the computer in 2K, that is based on Pentium 4 microprocessor. In our college we are using Pentium 4 microprocessor in our college computers. Okay, that is 32-bit microprocessor. The speed is in the range of gigahertz, 1.3 to 3.8 gigahertz. It had 42 million transistor inside the chip. Okay, 42 million transistor, we cannot count. Okay, it is we can't see the transistor through microscope. Okay, right. So as like a cell in our human body. Okay, the high number of transistor. And in Pentium, next upgradation is dual core. Okay, so dual core is the next level of Pentium processor. So it has two core inside. Okay, this is 32-bit or 64-bit microprocessor. Okay, so CPU core and CPU core. Okay, two CPU core is present. Both are combined together by using first interface and L2 cache. Okay, so each CPU core has cache memory. Okay, so the each core that is used to increase the speed of the instruction execution, increase the speed of execution. So this processor can execute more number of instruction per second. Okay, then next I want to say 64-bit microprocessor. So 64-bit microprocessor is a Intel Core 2. It's a Core Duo, Intel Core Duo. Then Intel Core i3 processor. Okay, so Intel Core i3 processor, 64-bit microprocessor. Then i5, then i7. Okay, Intel Core i7. So i7 processors are very high speed processor. Most of the graphical, video editing, photo editing application oriented computers are based on this i series processor. Okay, i7 is a very costliest processor. The computer based on i7 is very high. Okay, in the range of lakhs. Okay, right. So high speed processor, so we can do any heavy applications such as video editor or games, etc. Okay, right. So these are the history of microprocessor. Okay, so next I want to see the basic terms. Already I think you have studied. Bit means, okay, number of binary, the bits, that is the digit. Okay, 0 or 1. Nipple mean 4-bit. Byte means 8-bit. Word means 16-bit. Double word means 32-bit. Okay, right. Then data means binary number code operated by an instruction. Address means identification number for memory location. Then clock means square wave used to synchronize various device in microprocessor. Memory capacity means, that is memory capacity calculated by this formula 2 power n. N is the number of address lines. Okay, so these are some basic terms we are going to use in our subject. Okay, bit is a binary number. Nipple means 4-bit. 8-bit is a byte. 16-bit is a word. 32-bit is a double word. Okay, 64-bit is a double word, that means 4 words. Okay, alright. Then data means input or output. Address means the number stored in the memory that is identified by another one number, that is called the address. Okay, right. Then clock is a square wave that is used to synchronize various device connected with the microprocessor. Okay, so these are some basic terms we will see in deep in next class. Okay, right. Similarly, bus. What is bus? Bus means the group of lines. Okay, consider the processor and the memory is connected by a bus. Bus means group of wires. Okay, group of wires. For example, consider an 8-bit processor, the bus is 8 lines. 16-bit processor, the bus is 16 lines. Okay, so the bus is divided into different types: data bus, address bus, control bus, then CPU bus, then system bus, etc. Okay, right. Data bus carry the data, address bus can carry the address, then control bus can carry the control signals, read write signals. Then CPU bus, the group of connecting lines that directly connected with the microprocessor, that is a chip. Then system bus, group of connecting lines that is carries the data, address, control signal in a microprocessor system, that is a system bus. These are different bus. Okay, then tri-state logic. Okay, so three level of logic, that is tri-state logic. So high state means logic 1, low statement logic 0, then high impedance statement logic, that is a off condition. High impedance means the output is not being driven by any defined logic level by the output circuit. So for example, consider a circuit diagram. This is a input is A is a input. Okay, see, this is a A is a input, then B is the control signal. Okay, whenever the B is 1, the input is processed to output. When the B is 0, that is the input cannot pass to the output, that is a high impedance state. So B is act as a switch. Okay, the buffer is a tri-state level, the buffer and the latch. Okay, right. Then this is a basic microprocessor system, the basic structure of microprocessor, that is the microprocessor having input device, output device, then storage device, secondary storage device, then primary storage device, that is an internal memory, along with a control unit, then arithmetic and logic unit, that is a processor. The central processing unit CPU consists of the all the things, that is a input device, that is a keyboard, mouse, etc. Output device, monitor, printer, scanner is a input. Then secondary storage device, hard disk, optical disk, etc. Central processing unit is consists of control unit, ALU unit, then that is a ALU, then primary storage unit. Okay, so these are the basic microprocessor system. Okay, right. So these are the introduction of microprocessor and microcontroller. Okay, ஸோ ஸ்டூடெண்ட் உங்களுக்கு வந்து இந்த இன்ட்ரொடக்ஷன் வந்து புரிஞ்சிருக்கும் அப்படின்னு நம்புகிறேன். ஓகேவா, ரைட். ஸோ இதை வந்து உங்களுக்கு ஃபஸ்ட் டைம் படிக்கிறனால ஃபஸ்ட் டைம் உங்களுக்கு டஃப்பாக இருக்கிற மாதிரி ஃபீல் ஆகும். நான் போக போக வந்து உங்களுக்கு நீங்கள் படிக்க அந்த அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணுறதுனால ஈஸியாக இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ கொஞ்சம் இது தியரியான சப்ஜெக்ட், பிளாக் டயக்ராம், அப்புறம் அதில் எக்ஸ்ப்ளனேஷன் அந்த மாதிரி தான் வரும். இதுக்கு ப்ரோக்ராமிங்ஸ் ரொம்ப கம்மியாக தான் வரும். ப்ரோக்ராமிங்ஸ் வந்து சி ப்ரோக்ராமில் வராது, இல்லை அசம்பிளி லாங்குவேஜ், இதுக்குன்னு ஒரு லாங்குவேஜ் இருக்குது, அந்த லாங்குவேஜில் தான் ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் வரும். ஓகே, ஸோ லேபுக்கு வருவீங்க, அப்போ பார்க்கலாம் ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ்லாம் எப்படி வருவீங்க பண்ணுறீங்கன்னா. ஓகே, ஸோ இந்த வீடியோ ஃபுல்லாக பார்த்ததுக்கு தேங்க்யூ. ஓகே, ஸோ இதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஐடியா கிடச்சிருக்கும், மைக்ரோ ப்ராசஸர்னால் என்ன அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு ஐடியா கிடச்சிருக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ இது வந்து அவுட் ஆஃப் சிலபஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ அதனால் உங்களுக்கு யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். ஸோ ஃபர்தர் வரக்கூடிய வீடியோஸ் எல்லாமே பாருங்கள். ஓகே, அப்புறம் இந்த வீடியோஸ் உங்கள் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுக்கு ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள். இந்த சேனலை வந்து சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிக்கோங்க, லைக் பண்ணுங்கள். ஓகேவா, ஸோ தேங்க்யூ ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ். ஸோ இன் நெக்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸ் பை Unit 1 along with the syllabus introduction. Okay, right. Thank you so much.